Alright, so this is the response to the most recent video that you uploaded, and yeah, I'll have it uploaded today so that everything like flows together, all the videos, and then once we have more videos we can start making playlists out of them. So I think it's good, like when we look back we see how far we've come from where we started, even with the accountability server. Like, remember that was the thing that you wanted to start like near the start of the year, and now it's almost April as well. Like, time goes crazy fast. Like 1 month and then I turned 18. Like these are some of the things you can't buy back, you know. So it's good that like where we start learning now and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to move on from the topic of mental health. I think we've covered everything, and it's good to hear that you're getting back on track, you know. Re-picking up from where you left off. Like, that was just a little sidetrack, but now you're back to, like, try and think of it as like you've never left off, and then now you're just back to the grind, to achieving the goals that you wanted to achieve. And yeah, so I'll just move on to like more of like doubt and motivation kind of topic. And before that, I just want to say, like, when you said you're going to do those daily routines and stuff and then read a verse from the Bible, that genuinely made me like really happy to hear that, you know, because it's so nice hearing like another person come into faith from like being an atheist and stuff. Like I've never done that in my life before, like convert someone, so it's like a nice feeling for me as well. And yeah, hopefully I can do this to more people, but it all comes with time, you know. So yeah, keep up the good habits. And yeah, so just answering your previous questions that you had in the video, you said something about how like doubt, you doubt yourself depending on who was saying it. Like if I was saying it, or if like a close family compared to like someone that you feel like is less important to you in your life because what they're doing does not really relate to what you're doing, like Schwan or something. Yeah, so I can see where you're coming from. Like you would doubt yourself if like a really close friend or someone that you think is trying to do things for the better for you is like telling you not to do it. But at the end of the day, it's all about like yourself. Like, even if I said something like that, like of course I would never say something like that and doubt someone, because like I've learned like over my life, like a lot of these successful people have been doubted before and stuff, and it's something that society like continues to push forward, like these doubts in people. Just do something that's safe and don't go to the extreme, don't push yourself, just play it safe, you know, stay in this comfort zone and stuff like that. And yeah, that's not really a good thing to have. Like, even if you look at all these like famous people today, like Kobe Bryant or like David Goggins or whoever, like, do you think that their journey, they haven't been doubted or laughed at by people their whole life? They've said it a lot of times, like a lot of people didn't even believe in them and stuff, but they just kept following their instincts. Like, they didn't listen, or, you know, what if someone said, don't do this, you're not going to make it, and then they step back and think like, oh yeah, maybe I'm not good enough, then they wouldn't be the legends who they are today. So it's this process that you need to have, and it's pulling away from people that doubt you. As a close friend, I would say I would never doubt you or like whoever else. Like, if someone says they're gonna bench 100 kg by the end of the month and you're like putting your efforts into it, then I wouldn't doubt. It's only if like it's only if those people who just like to talk too much, you know, like they say they're gonna do something and then they don't actually do anything, and that's different. But yeah, but even with your close your family or whoever else you're close with, and they start to doubt, remember, like, only they may think they know what's best for you, but you're the one that has to prove them wrong, you know. So if you ask me this question, if someone doubted me, like, let's say you doubted me and said, like, I can't do something, then for me right now, I would, like, try and put my effort into it to prove you wrong, you know. Let's say you said, I'll never be able to, like, beat you in arm wrestling contest or something. Then I'd spend, like, most of my days at the gym just grinding consistently, because I'm at this point where I also have the same thing as Shaq. That's why I put in my Discord thing, is like, I get motivation from that, is because yeah, I've been doubted a lot before, so, but I don't listen, and then I've seen good things from that, from just not listening to what others have to say. But, like, if you asked me this question 5 years ago, or however long it was, then I would have probably listened and stayed in the same shape and not changed at all. But just remember, like, a lot of these quotes as well, it's like, the only person that can change you is the man that you see in the mirror. Like, that is your toughest opponent. Like, if you, like, all these other people, you can easily outwork them and stuff, but if you look in the mirror, that is the guy that you're competing with against every day, and it's your toughest one, because he's in control of your mind, control of your emotions and your feelings, and that's the person who you do, like, self-negotiation with. Like, I saw this video from Kobe Bryant. Is like, that's the worst thing that happens to a lot of people, like, self-negotiation. It's like where you don't feel, it's like where you told yourself you're gonna do something one day, like run 5K or something, and then during that day you don't feel like it, and then you tell yourself, oh, maybe I'll do it tomorrow and I'll do 10K instead to make up for it, and then you end up not doing it that day, and that's, like, the worst thing that can happen to people. So yeah, just gotta be wary about that, and, like, not let your feelings get in the way of what you're trying to achieve. And yeah, doubts, and but yeah, self-doubt is, like, the worst thing, because once you have self-doubt, that's like, that's when you stop working and stuff for it. Like, you don't think you're gonna do it anymore, and that's when you crumble. But, like, personally for me, I think I thrive better from negative motivation. Like, when I was doing this thing with boxing Raji and stuff, I posted on, like, a poll in my story, like, who's gonna win, me or Raji, and obviously I expected the outcomes to be, like, mostly Raji, right? But I did that on purpose. Like, it kind of made me work harder to, like, train more and stuff, because I'm the underdog in that fight, obviously. So yeah, seeing those results, and then, like, even I knew that he was gonna win at that time, so, like, that made me want to push myself, work harder and stuff. But, like, let's say I'm the favorite to win. Like, let's say, this is not trying to offend anyone, but, like, let's say I'm going against Jay Gandhi or something, right? Or someone that I see as, like, smaller than me. Like, I'm not going to train that hard because I think I'm going to win easily. So that's not a good thing to have. So I always like having negative motivation. Like, if someone says you were too slow for that 5K run, then I need to work harder to run, rather than, good job, man, that was a good time, you're doing better than a lot of people. Like I don't think I can. I think negative motivation helps me a lot more than positive motivation, I'd say. But yeah, it's different for everyone. Like, someone may feel like positive motivation really encourages them and stuff. So that's different for everyone and how they feel and stuff. But personally for me, I feel like negative motivation is the most helpful for me. And having these doubts and stuff, like, that just also helps me as well, you know. But yeah, and like the badminton thing and stuff, when we said like we're gonna verse each other and stuff, I was just telling you that I train and stuff, but that was all jokes. Like, I don't even play badminton, but that's because we're playing for fun and stuff, you know. It's not like an actual real competition. But even then, like, since you're saying you're gonna beat me so badly as well, like, I did that intentionally so that I could also have like this motivation to train. But like, if it was an actual serious like competition, like let's say Mario wants to box me at the end of the year, I'm not gonna tell him, oh, I'm gonna beat you easily, or like I'm not gonna tell him I train all these times. I'm gonna do that, but I'm not gonna tell him, because that's the true way to beat your opponent, like working in silence and stuff. And going back to like motivation and stuff, like if you check this quote from the Discord server, I actually made it up myself, like when I was walking and thinking, and it's about like, to truly improve, you need to learn to be unsatisfied or something. And that's if you want like true results. Saf, come. Yeah, that's alright, someone's staring. But yeah, that's if you want like really good results, you know. Like, obviously you can still improve, but if you're unsatisfied, like let's say you bench like 60 kgs for like 6 reps, you can be happy about that you've never done that before. You could be like, oh, this is not good, I should be hitting 8, and then you strive for that. If you're always unsatisfied till you get what you achieve, then you're gonna truly improve. That's my interpretation of that. But let me know what you think. And then moving on to motivation, like, what do you think is like the best thing to motivate you, to help you stay consistent this whole time, to not fall apart, or to remove these obstacles? What do you think that you should be doing to like stay consistent and productive? And yeah, and the last thing that you said about was like being too optimistic, that you said this thing would happen today. I don't think that's being optimistic. Like, you should say that, because oh yeah, so I was watching this Instagram reel, right, and then it was this guy asking this lady to like hold this string with something at the bottom attached to it, and it was like moving left and right, and then he asked her to imagine it moving up and down, and then the thing attached to the string started like moving up and down and stuff. But like it was clearly like her fingers just subconsciously controlling the string to move that object. And then he said, expectancy determines outcome. So yeah, if you want to truly do something, you have to expect that you can do it. Like when you said, hopefully this won't happen again, you got to kind of make it like some sort of pledge or something, so it doesn't happen again. Maybe this is from an outsider perspective. From me, how I see it, I think maybe the party may have affected you. That's all I can decipher right now, but I may be completely wrong. But like, I would think so. Like, if I had a lot of assignments due and I went to a party, and then I would come back the next day thinking, oh, I got to finish all these assignments, I have no time at all. So like expectancy determines outcome. So like just remember that quote, you know. And it can be interpreted differently from everyone else, from other people as well. But how I see it is, if you want something, like let's say you want to hit a new PR on the bench press, then you gotta set these goals of going to the gym like 3 times a week, and then no distractions during then, staying consistent. And when you expect things like that, then you'll see like improvements. But yeah. So yeah, just think about like what you really want to achieve, like in the long term and stuff as well. Like starting a business or something, maybe start it now, you know, because now I know you like we're both already so busy, and then after that it's just gonna be like we don't have money. We're gonna have to do like a full-time job, and then we're not gonna have any much time either. So like it's just this thing of like not enough time every day. Like sometimes you have to sacrifice. And that is also like I think that's like the next topic. But yeah, hopefully yeah, looking forward to hear your perspective on this.